Mic check, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Perfect.
Thanks, man. Can you do an intro for me?
Yeah, for sure.
For my stories?
Yeah, for sure. Just don't get a side on, makes my nose look too big. Welcome to the London Stadium. Tonight we have Hills United hosting the Central Coast Mariners. And after today's result in the Shire, the Central Coast Mariners will be desperate for a win. But they've beaten this Hills United side 5 of the 5 last times they've played, going back to 2020. Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Are you trying? Is there cameras around on the exit?
No, if I drink,
Half time.
if I drink, I get too gassy and I'll be burping the whole room. Thank you, though. I appreciate that.
Full-time men's under-20s. Hills United 1, Central Coast
How
Mariners.
much
Hope you stick around for the men's first grade game, which is kicking off at 17.
Yeah, that's me. Appreciate it, bro.
Lucas Villela, yes. You've got the correct head coach. Not Josh Hurst.
I was, for half a second last night when I was doing these notes, I went, how do I spell Avasad? And then I'm like, okay, he's no longer...
Assisted by former academy player Kate Martin. Wow.
Yeah.
Name I have not heard in so long.
I seen that. I thought, man, I remember like putting him in a match report.
CCU, that's it.
That's it. That's where he's from. Yeah. Like, I was trying to think where I knew the name from. I'm like, there's got to be somewhere. Okay, thank you.
Shawski. Michael Myra Valley, Sheraton, Ariana, Victoria Small, Lucas Shapira, Nicholas Barata, Lucas Smythe, Donatine Neil Poole,
Yep.
Terry Hedley,
Yep.
Ty Hedley.
Do you know Dayan Becker-Danakoski from Sydney United?
Yep.
Nick Kunyak went a whole first half just calling him Dayan. And I went, I was at Manly Sydney United. And he,
What is this guy,
I came
man?
up to him at half
What kind of
time.
bullshit are you, man?
I came up to him.
Unacceptable.
I'm like, first thing he goes, how do you pronounce 21 today?
What?
I wasn't calling him Dayan the whole half. I'm like, you're the fucking Croatian, man. You should be knowing this stuff.
Terry Hedley, Parker Williams, Andre Clarkson, Ponsa
we think it's only Australia, which half of the league.
Where's
The backup keeper in the Mariners? Probably the 20, because that's 10 jersey how they number it.
yeah, the
No.
20, yeah, Ajanovic. Yep, Ajanovic.
I made it 3 all.
Where's Caleb Jackson Brown?
It's a good question.
Okay.
Got nothing for this Mariners position.
I've got Cunha again. Send me through as much
Plus
position as
5
you
for
can.
this man.
Yes.
Smash the big fucker at the front. That's all.
Can't
Bosman, Manly were in the FA Junior.
Yes.
Bosman. Should be actually. I mean, I could look it up right now, but I can't.
That's fine. So Byron Jin.
Oh,
Silent. Silent. Jin.
I like the dream.
Oh, you made it. Yeah, thank you.
Craig, you doing such a
Oh, yeah.
good yourself?
Ron.
Do you have a Centricus for their lineup?
Yeah.
There?
Go back and back. Go out and back.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, Kate, I knew. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Ooh, okay, so they've dropped their keeper.
Well, that's
Perech Cullen is their
the
usual.
A-League scholarship in this country.
Yes.
He's got, yes. It's not,
A few heaps.
it's not, that is not, that's definitely,
Yes, that's definitely it.
yeah, that's a,
We're happy with that.
that's a Mark Jackson.
That was good. So, there you go. Alright, cool.
That's what we need. Got reference names as well?
I got it.
Right.
Yeah. If it's Kovic, is our main?
Vincent Kovic, yes, sir.
Alessandra Lana, Molly
Molly Godsall's nearest to us should be here. So should be close. Sam, Alessandro was also. Fourth divisional leaders.
Yeah. Thank you.
Lucas Duarte. Number 10, Lucas Smythe. Number 11, Monotene Nyonkuru. Number 12, Tay Henley. And number 34, Parker Williams. On the Mariners bench, number 4, Andre Parks. Number 15, Amponsa Antwi. Number 16, Prayat Taba. Number 17, Ethan DeBono. Number 20, Jay Yanovich. And number 33, Arthur DeLima. Now, the lineup for your Hills United. Number 1, Ryan Wood. Number 5, Daniel Petkovsky. Number 9, Yu Okubo. Number 11, Anthony Frangi. Number 12, Jordan Lane. Number 13, Cameron Phil. Number 15, Noah Casserly. Number 19, the captain, Glenn Kelshaw. Number 22, Byron Jin. Number 26, Thomas Mako. And number 27, Nikolai Buller. Hills United substitutes. Number 7, Wade Giminali. Number 10, Jamal Belcardi. Number 20, Thomas Lopez. Number 21, Emlyn Cross. Number 24, Sunday Yona. And number 49, Kaya Akdenis. Best of luck to both teams. Please welcome the two teams onto the field for tonight's men's first grade game between Hills United and Central Coast Mariners.
Welcome to the Landon Stadium for round 18 action in the NPL New South Wales men's competition. This is a very important game in the race for survival this year, with the hosts Hills United taking on the Central Coast Mariners. Very cold night here in Sydney's West. I'm Dominic Cronetti. Thank you for joining us on Football New South Wales YouTube page. Plenty of NPL action throughout the weekend, including 4 games spread across the day. We'll keep you posted across those. Let's get straight into the lineups then for the hosts. Luke Casserly is fielded this lineup in goals. Number 1, Ryan Wood. Number 5, Daniel Potowski. Number 9, Yu Akubu. Number 11, Anthony Frangie. Number 12, Jordan Lane. Number 13, Cam Philp. Number 15, Noah Casserly. Number 19, the captain, Glenn Kelshaw. Number 22, Byron Gin. Number 26, Thomas Mako. Number 27, Nikolai Muller. Round out the starters. And on the bench, starting off, number 7, Wade Giovanali. Number 10, Jamal Valcardi. Number 20, Thomas Lopez. Number 21, Emlyn Cross. Number 24, Sunday Yona. And number 49, Kaya Akdenis. So the hosts just about full strength, missing a few numbers, but will be favoured to get the result here at their home ground at the Landon Stadium. Let's get to the Central Coast Mariners. A few changes for them. Starting off in goals, return of number 1, Jack Warshowski. Number 2, Michael Paragali. Number 3, Cher Dang. Number 5, Harry Menhem. Number 6, Jordan Small. Number 8, the captain, Lucas Sichluna. Number 9, Nicholas Duarte. Number 10, up top, Lucas Smythe. On the left, next to him, number 11, Donatine Neonkuru. Number 12, Tay Headley. And number 34 at the back, Parker Williams. Rounds out the starters for the Mariners. On the bench, number 4, Andre Parks. Number 16, Prayag Thapa. Number 17, Ethan DeBono. Backup goalkeeper, number 20, Jai Adjanovic. Number 31, Amponza Antwi. And number 33, Arthur De Lima. Rounds out the bench for the Central Coast Mariners. And we are just about to get underway. It's going to be Duarte and Smythe. First touch of the ball. We're underway here at the Landon Stadium. Thankfully indoors tonight. See how much the conditions play into this game. See the Central Coast Mariners currently now at the bottom of the ladder, unfortunately, due to a massive, massive upset earlier in the day with the traditional hosts of the Landon Stadium, Blacktown City, going down 2-0 to the Sutherland Sharks, and Sutherland leapfrogging everyone, going out into 14th. Bit of breathing room between them, Sydney FC, and the Central Coast Mariners fighting for survival here in the NPL New South Wales men's competition. Started here. Moving back there from Sichluna. Nian Kuru trying to find Smythe and coughs up possession early. Start opening couple of passages of play there from the Central Coast Mariners. They're going to need to get something early. It's been a bit of Hills United's undoing this season, is starting strong but not being able to capitalise it. We've seen it many times this year. I think most recently in the game against the Marconi Stallions, started off brilliantly and ended up going down 4-0, and it's been a bit of a story of their season thus far. Long ball over the top, trying to find Duarte, and Wood's going to comfortably collect that. Little bit of build-up play there from the Mariners. Fortunately, comes to nothing at the end of it. Lucas Villela welcoming back a host of players after a week off. This game with the Leichhardt being called off due to the mass torrential rain we had last week, and possibly a little bit of a break for them besides the midweek matchup with St. George FC. Could do them well. First free kick of the night goes the way of the Mariners. Uakubu there, central number 9 for Hills United. Almost won the ball back and was in a bit of promising position there, but not to be in the end. Paragali bringing it forward. Lucas Smythe, and for a young lad, he's pretty imposing, pretty intimidating for any defensive lineup, including this Hills United one. Menem wins it back and loses it just as quickly. Gin now. Putting Wood under a bit of pressure. Duarte's there, but Wood, as cool as you like. Commentators curse he sent it out on the full. Spoke a bit too soon there, as Menem will take the throw for Central Coast Mariners. It's interesting looking at the last 5 meetings between these sides, going back to 2020, and Hills United are 0-5. So Central Coast, if they were ever to get a result and start climbing their way to safety in the top flight of NPL in New South Wales men's, today they beat them in the reverse fixture earlier this year, 5-3. Most goals they've scored in quite a while. At this level anyway, their league side has absolutely no problems scoring. That's where a lot of the foundations of their success over the last 2 years have been found. In this position here is Neon Kuru's touch, a little bit too heavy, and Wood again. Such a classy keeper, Ryan Wood. Not much gets past him, and Hills looking at what they almost just conceded, try to carbon copy it. Long ball over the top, and similarly putting Warshawski under a bit of pressure. Muller now. Gin loses possession, ends up on the ground, and Mariners will retain it now. Warshawski. Long ball trying to pick out Smythe, and as big as he is, he wasn't able to get to that one. Pazovsky recovering for Hills. Plenty of interesting results over the weekend so far. Still a few more to come. It's been a bit of an upset Central. Started off with Manly United taking down RPL Leichhardt on Friday night, and that was surpassed almost by Sydney FC taking down St. George. So everyone in the bottom half of the table is winning so far. Sutherland obviously beating Blacktown City, and across the other side of Sydney at the Arctic Circle, it's Hills United currently up 1-0 against Marconi. Ball into the middle. Akubu first time. Great deflection in the end there. So he might have sliced his first chance, and worked out better for him because he had a almost clear shot at goal, and now Sitch Luna the other way. He's got options out wide. Opts to go to Headley. Headley's got Duarte in the middle, and Smythe just hanging around the D of the 18-yard box there. Luna again. Yankuru tried a little 1-2 with Smythe there, and I'll get the ball back close. Bit of a warning strike there for the Central Coast Mariners. Uakubu doesn't miss him when he strikes him perfectly, and it looked like it was heading towards goal, if not for the deflection there. I believe it was Parker Williams. I don't want to miscredit. Might have been Menem as well, so they'll know at the end of the day. Don't need my reassurance on that one. Nyankuru goes down. Linesman waving his flag, and he'll call the foul there. And a real chance for the Central Coast Mariners to show what they've been working on in training throughout the week. If they did manage to train, that is, because the rain was quite substantial all across the north, the Central Coast, and Sydney, obviously. Plum Park doesn't like a bit of rain. It's very reactive to the rain out there, as we said last weekend. Plenty of numbers there. There's 5 or 6 for the Mariners to pick out. Plenty of big bodies. Smythe might be the obvious choice here. What can they conjure up? Just 7 minutes in. Low-driven cross, first-time chance. It's another low-driven one, and maybe not the smartest decision because there was a wall of Hills United defenders there. And Muller now trying to play it across, and that's well dealt with there in the end. And the Mariners get out of jail free card there. Probably not the best option. Gonna lose it again now. Plenty of options forward. Looks to the back stick. Muller, first time! That would have been something for Hills United. Harry Menhem made a habit of it so far tonight, getting his foot in front of those dangerous shots. And Warshawski, I was going to say owes him a beer, but I don't think he's legally allowed to do that just yet. Maybe a frozen Coke on the way home back to Gosford. Okay, first corner of the game goes the way of the hosts. Everyone's back for the Mariners. Long looping ball into the back stick, and Warshawski just manages to get a hand of it, but not cleared away for the time being anyway. Commentator's curse strikes again. First time ball over the top for Lane. It's got a bit of curl to it. Warshawski struggled to get to it, and Hills United have the opener. Looked like a bit of confusion there because there was two players down, but the referees pointed the way of Hills United. And after a pretty back and forth start, plenty of counter-attacks, it's Hills United with the first goal of the game. And it's come at too big cost for the Central Coast Mariners because they look to be seriously down there at the back.
The score is Hills United 1, Central Coast Mariners 0.
Cam Philp was the one, got the final touch on it. And Hills now up, 1-0. That's a bit of blow for the Central Coast Mariners because as good as they've looked in attack, defensively, they've let a few opportunities in, but they've been pretty solid in shutting down those chances and not really letting Hills get a real good shot off. And I'd be safe to say that's the first shot on target of the game, either side. It's gone in, and somewhat good news for Central Coast. It was Michael Paragali who might have inadvertently gotten caught up by Jack Warshawski, who the interim ground announcer for the night. Eric Spiano has reminded me is 18 and will be able to buy Harry Menhem a beer after the game for, quite frankly, you know, making his job a lot easier, but not much he could have done there. He's been coming out to a lot of those crosses, and I think Hills might be aware of that, if we're being honest, because they're attacking that back post there, knowing he likes to come out, and he's seen the cross before. He only got a hand on it. Just managed to parry it away, and then third time's a charm. Another chance here. Kubu couldn't get a hold on that, but they're up in numbers now. Kelshaw, Kubu, Frangie, and just about everyone in that final 5 or 6 players for Hills United up. Smythe the 1-2, try to find Sitch Luna. Only goes as far as Frangie over the top. Yua Kubu is offside. Might have scuffed his lines a little bit on the shot. Not sure if he knew he was offside there or not, Yokubu, but Hills looking really, really threatening. They're out for revenge. See, the last time these two sides played, we had 8 goals. We've got 1 in 10 minutes, so if we're talking averages, we're on the same track now. Menham's ball into the box. It's out by Petovsky, and Kelshaw tried to clear it. Looked like it came off a Hills United defender there, but referee in the middle, Ivica Kovic, doesn't agree with my call there, and it's going to be a goal kick the way of Hills United. Ivica out in the middle, and our other officials tonight, Alessandra Lana and Molly Godsell, running the lines. Liam Smith will be lifting the board on the sideline. Jin's coughed up possession in a pretty bad spot for Hills United now. Venom. Williams, Deng. Sich Luna, the puppet master of the Mariners so far tonight and this season, really, the captain. Leading by action and example, and decent challenge there from, like it was Muller. Might have inadvertently elbowed Sich Luna. It's Thomas Mako. He's going to go into the referee's book. First time he's opened it up tonight. Wonder if that'll change Luke Cassidy's plans. Just 13 minutes in, a goal and a yellow card. Not what you want as a coach, but you probably take the goal if it comes at that cost. Quickly go around the grounds while we wait for Nicholas Duarte, who was on the receiving end of that knock to the head. Northwest Sydney Spirit leading Marconi 1-0. So that game heads into injury time. Gee, wouldn't that throw another spanner in the works, as the other game kicked off just a couple of minutes ago. St. George City hosting the Wollongong Wolves. Keep you posted on that as that progresses also. Sich Luna now at the Landon Stadium. Second free kick the Mariners have had this game in a pretty promising area. They went short last time. Doesn't look like they're going to do the same this time. Smythe and Duarte wait. Sich Luna ball over the top, and looks like it was Frangie who got the final touch to it. Playing it safe. First corner of the game for the Central Coast Mariners. Definitely something they've been working on the training pitch here. The Mariners, everyone at the edge of the 18-yard box. Quick little 1-2. Ball goes in. It's going to take another deflection, and second corner in a row for the Mariners. Front post was looking for Dang, and like it was Batovsky who went down low to head that one away. But it's not cleared for the time being. It's a great header, and it just skims past the back post. Ryan would look to have it under control, but for a split second there, Central Coast looked to have found an equaliser. And it's through that set piece on the corner, which worked pretty well last time, and definitely something to keep an eye on throughout the remainder of this game. The Spirit and Hills, as things stand, would both be on 18 points if Hills can remain 1-0 up. I'll put them 5 points clear of Sutherland. Put them close to 10 points clear of the Mariners, currently occupying the bottom spot. Would go down automatically if they can't move anywhere further from that. Sydney FC will join them in the playoff as things stand. Smythe now loses possession, and it's Frangie. He's been in a held back, lost the ball. It's a bit of an unfamiliar position this season for Anthony Frangie. He's playing a lot further away from that front line. Seemed to work so far. Still occupying left of the park there, but kind of leaving Akubu and Kelshaw to run forward, and it's almost possible to play a false nine as a left winger, because it looks like Frangie's doing that right now. I don't think what a win would mean to either one of these sides. Mariners with just one in their last 8, and Hills United, despite a bit of breathing room from them in the relegation zone, only 2 from their last 9. Dangerous pass there, and it's 4 Central Coast Mariners defenders went in between. Akubu picks it up, and Kubu on the ground again, concedes the foul, and second time this game, Kubu intercepts a pass, goes in a little bit late, playing it on the ground, and referee gives a foul the other way. Dang now. Williams back in. Wolszewski given plenty of time to dispose of that one, and Iwakubu's had some great pressing so far. Not interested in that one. Luna goes down, tries to find Niankuru. He's got plenty of pace out on the right side there. Been giving Daniel Lane a bit of troubles so far this game anyway. He's been able to keep up with his junior. Mako was ducking down and looked to have taken out Duarte in the process. He's up now though. Hills, after a good little surge in that opening 15 minutes, have found themselves under the pump a little bit here. Imagine early in the game and a little bit of the story of their season, just able to capitalise on these great positions. Not necessarily been in winning positions much this season though, so a bit of improvement for Luke Casserly. So he got everyone at his disposal, missing one or two, including most notable Caleb Jackson-Brown, and one of the side's best players this year, undoubtedly. Throw in now for the host. Beautiful touch, and can only go as far as Jordan Small there. Deflected back the way, and Menhem was shouldering that one out for a throw. Crucial possession gained for Hills United. Haven't tended to do too well when it's a bit more organised in attack. They almost love the chaos going forward, and you can see there, a bit too much time, a bit too much options, and it's almost got into their head there, and it was Nikolai Muller coughing up possession there. Headley. Duarte just playing it safe, and Jodang, who didn't have much to do the opening 10 minutes of the game, almost forgot he was out there, to be completely honest, has now become a critical player coming out from the back for the Mariners. It's a long clearance there by Paragali. As far as Frangie though, but it might have hit him on the head on the way out, and referee's gonna just have a word to him, see if he's all right. Safety always paramount. Till's in another really promising position here. Mako just playing it safe out wide, finds Jin. He's got about 3 or 4 at the back stick if he wants it. Opts not to go that way, and safe and sound back to Noah Casserly. Lane first time ball, Frangie's onto it, tries to turn him. Dang beats him to it, can't keep possession though. It's going to go straight back to Jordan Lane. First time cross. Kubu with the touch, has a go, and just didn't get into it, dug it into the surface, and pretty easy save there for Jack Wolszewski. Disappointing end there for Hills. If you want to talk about disappointing ends for one side of the table, it's over at the Arctic Circle, where the Spirit have taken down Marconi 1-0, and another giant of this competition has fallen this round. An easy save there for Wolszewski. He's making his money worth tonight. Definitely getting the full worth of his paycheck, his A-League Academy deal, you'd assume there. He's had plenty to do so far. His defenders in front of him have said, we saved you the first 10 minutes, we can't do it all. Can't be doing that all night, but Paragali bursts forward, just no real options for him. Front three is a little bit too committed him trying to do it by himself, but Hills United defence had him sorted all day long. Going to work it out from the back again is Parker Williams. Give him a decent run of it, the centre half. Nyankuru, the pace his kid possesses. Nice little 1-2 with Duarte, but it's just too strong, but he wins it back anyway. Calls for a foul. Waved off by Ivica Kovic. And now Hills with a really good chance. Kelshaw's got plenty of space. He's got a Kubu in the middle. Goes across, and another wasted chance for Hills United. But again, just favouring that counter-attack chaos style. And they had 4 options when Menhem pushed forward. Gave Kelshaw all the room in the world there. Could have had a first time, but the skipper selflessly trying to set up Hills United's number 9, Nua Kubu. Had two options there as well. Frangie was darting through the middle. Unable to make the best of it though, Hills United. Long ball now, and Jin somewhat manages to keep possession. It's in a pretty tricky situation there. Kelshaw's Jin find their way out of it. It's them two linking up again, the right wing and right back. Great header over the top. Frangie first time across, just a little bit too high there for the surging Cam Philp. He's got one tonight. He was looking for a double. Frangie a little bit too much, and now the Mariners the other way. Nyankuru could have burnt lane if he wanted, but opts to go in the middle. It's a great ball in. Smythe plays it across to Duarte, and an excellent stop from Noah Casserly. Probably saved Hills United a goal and a clean sheet for the time being. It's Nyankuru who's really causing them problems down the right side with all that pace he's got. It was a brilliant, brilliant ball to Smythe, and you got to think why Smythe didn't have that first time. Wood was coming out. A dink over the top might have been his best option. Hills go the other way, and it was a decent chance at the time being with Frangie and, sorry, Philp. He's offside. Kuru could have just blistered past Lane. Goes through on the ground, and Lucas Smythe, if game remains, if the Mariners don't find the back of the net tonight, he'll be replaying that plenty of times as he closes his eyes tonight. Headley's made waves to go in from the right to central, which leaves Menhem with the choice to go down the line if he can get past Gin. He can't. A little bit of ping pong between the two heads there. Here he is again, Headley. Small's got 3 options in the box. Tries to pick out Duarte, but it's Casserly again. Frangie now. Good chance for Hills United. They've looked really dangerous on the counter-attack so far. Long cross ball from Muller. A great, great stop there from Paragali, who's kind of held back his attacks tonight a little bit. More focus on defence. He knows the threat of Hills United in the counter-attack, and wisely choosing to stay back a little bit. And Nyankuru is doing plenty and plenty of work down that right side anyway, so no need for him to worry going forward. Hills United, Iwakubu for the first time tonight on the good side of a refereeing call, winning a foul for Hills. Let's see what they could do from here. Set piece specialist Anthony Frangie now. So Jin and Lane, the only 2 men back. Plenty of aerial options for Frangie to pick out. In saying that, Mariners have just about everyone back at the 18-yard box. Header over the top. Cleared away by Parker Williams. Nyankuru goes to ground. It's Sitch Luna trying to spark something here for the Mariners, and his effort gets it done in the end there. Nyankuru's touch a little bit too heavy. Muller now. Great battle between, you wouldn't call him young and old, let's call it veteran versus rookie. Muller and Small. There's a great chance here. It's an excellent stop again. Looked like it was Paragali getting the better. And Jack Warshawski adds another list to his 2 buy beers for after a great stop there. It was a really dangerous run. Dan Murphy's going to cop a spray tonight from Jack Warshawski, I can tell you that. Headley. Nyankuru. Nice little ball there. Wasn't expecting that at all. I don't think Lucas Smythe was expecting it either because he's a bit flat-footed. Nako trying to go forward. He's fouled by Small and it was another free kick. Still no score in the other game. St. George City hosting the Wollongong Wolves. 20 minutes gone there. St. George City a win. Propel them further towards the top 6 battle. And considering the way things have gone this weekend, you just never know what's going to happen in this competition, do you? Plenty of action to come as well across the men's and women's competition. Crucial match at the top of the ladder. Headline fixture, the Western Sydney Wanderers going to the Rockdale Linden Sports Centre to play Rockdale Linden. Sides in good form and scoring goals, which is what the fans love to see. We've seen that so far, and every time these sides have met, really. Although it hasn't been too happy for Hills. Besides that last game where they've managed to poke 3 past Central Coast. Did concede 5 though. Last 5, 3-0, 2-0, 1-0, and then a 4-3 all the way back in 2020. That's as far back as the last 5 between these two sides go. Of course, plenty of those in the NPL League 1 men's competition. Ball over the top, falls for Akubu perfectly. Has to get past a couple of defenders and didn't have it first time. He might live to regret that if nothing comes of this from Hills. And it doesn't eventuate into anything. Akubu. You can tell just by the way he's walking back there, he knows he's messed that one up. Had all the time in the world and maybe a little bit too much time. Overthought it. Had to get past 3 defenders as opposed to just having basically a one-on-one shot with Warshawski just from outside the edge of the box. Plenty of pressure. Look how many Hills jumpers are there. It's almost more than the Central Coast defence. If they can get out of this, they've got a chance to go forward, but Hills so good at pressing. They win the ball back here. Duarte trying to find Sitch Luna and does well to play with it. Almost out of the reach of Thomas Mako, but he's gone down. Referee calls a halt to play. Chance for both sides to just take a breath and reset a little bit here. 14 minutes to go in the first half here at the London Stadium. Just going over what's worked for them so far, and it seems to be chaotic football. Just love to see it, don't you? You just never know what's going to happen. And I've caught a few Hills games this year, and you genuinely do not know what's going to happen when you walk into the stadium, and that is the best part. Especially with the academy sides who, in all fairness, besides the Wanderers, have struggled a little bit this year, and one thing you can expect is drama and goals. We've gotten a bit so far tonight. Been pretty calm as the Central Coast, you know, buckle their seatbelts in for the back half of this season. Many predicted them to go down at the start of the year, and the doubt has been proved right at the moment. This side's just seen so many stars churned through, going to the A-League side and sustaining the future of the club, essentially. I think which one of these here will be the next. Muller. Philp tried a little flick there to Jin, who was very advanced from his natural right back position. And with the ball, Smythe, great first touch. Smythe looking for it, Jin wins it, but it's only as far as Duarte. Niankuru is in acres of space, and Sich Luna finds him. Niankuru onto his left, and didn't get as much power as he probably wanted. Ryan Wood easily cleans that one up, and his first save in a while, keeping him on his toes this cold night. Ball from Jin only as far as essentially the linesman's head. Good chance for the Mariners to build something here. Final minutes of the first half. Probably deserve a goal. They've had their chances, but Hills United defence looking as strong as they've looked all season, really. Now for the Mariners. And then picks out Duarte. Williams to Deng. Assessing his options, could go forward if he gets past Akubu, but Parker Williams got a bit of space to go forward now. Williams small, it's a pretty poor touch, but luckily Headley's there to clean it up, and Niankuru again. What can he whip up now? Oh, it's a poor pass. Sich Luna has to clean it up. Pretty good at that so far. Paragali to Sich Luna. Jordan Small, the pass from Sich Luna is pretty poor. Small couldn't get onto it. And now Jin. Three options in that front three. Just to go with Philp. Philp could have kept going. He kind of looked like he wanted to keep going, but the Hills United defense is saying, hey, let's take the free kick, man. Why are you rushing? Kelshaw almost switch sides just for that run there. Occupying the left, and Jin, we inadvertently replace him on the wing. Strong challenge there, didn't get any of the ball. Was collected Tay Headley. Mariners, you've got to think, looking at their last five, they've only the one win and draw, but they found the back of the net, finding a bit of form right when they need it to, but unfortunately for them, it seems like everyone else around them's finding a bit of form as well. Ball over the top to Small. Kubu's going to put plenty of pressure on Warshawski. Takes it back to his box. Just for a bit of added protection. Central Coast Mariners shot stopper. Lane intercepts that one. Kelshaw does look like he's changed positions now out to the left, and positional switch with Frangie. We've seen that a few times this year. Frangie just not having the best of times out on one side, being switched. Try and utilise him as best as possible. Almost a alternating role with Cam Philp, who's moved positionally a bit more wider. Warshawski, a bit of a poor clearance, only as far as Muller. Kubu has a touch and has another shot, and great deflection again. Danger's not cleared though. Ball falls to Frangie over the top. If Akubu could get there, it's a great chance, but he's offside anyway. And the switch up from Luke Castley, that is, seems to have worked. Frangie, Philp and Kelshaw switching sides on the Rubik's Cube. And all about combinations in that front 3/4, if you will, for Hills United this year. Thomas Lopez has seen plenty of time up there as well. Jamal Belcardi pretty often used with Sunday Yono off the bench. When the legs start to get a little bit tired in the dying stages of the game, expect to see both of them brought on. Iankuru's touch manages to keep it in though. Luna. 1-2 with Jordan Small, and outstretched leg not enough. Hills United get possession back. Look at that bench. It's been a pretty consistent 5 or 6 for Cassidy this year. Emlyn Cross has been there plenty of times as well. Smythe almost getting onto that, but Jordan Lane expertly just plays it back to his keeper, Ryan Wood, but he sends it back to his bench. And Central Coast get possession back here in a pretty good area, especially down that right side. Been favouring it. They started on the left, weren't getting much success there. It looks like with the change-up Hills have made, it's Central Coast finding more love down that right side, and almost similarly, Hills United are loving the right side as well. Cam Philp now occupying that spot. Long throw to Niankuru. It's Kelshaw onto his heavy touch. Kubu, great battle with Dang, and Dang getting the better of him for the time being. Dang and Williams under pressure, and definitely something that they've taken a liking to. Kagan pressing off the ball in that front 3. Great ball over the top there from Duarte, trying to find Menem. He was going for the ball and took out Jin. Is the referee going to go into his pocket? Yes, he is. Harry Menem, 5 minutes before the end of the half, is going to find himself skating on thin ice for the remaining 50-odd minutes of this match. The Central Coast Mariners struggling with suspensions at the moment. 3 crucial players out. Rocco Smith has missed the last 2 games. Bailey Brantman missing out after the midweek clash with St. George, and Sasha Kusevsky also suspended. Wouldn't want Harry Menem to be added to that list as well. Wood sends everyone forward, and long ball. Great little inadvertent flick touch from Cam Philp. And Menem, just seconds after being put in the book, says, I don't give a rat's, you know what. Puts the shoulder into Cam Philp, but another corner for Hills United, just this second of the game. Looks like Thomas Mako taking his time to head over to this corner, giving his side a chance to catch a breath. So Jordan Lane on this one now. Mako waiting at the edge of the box. Lane aiming for the front stick. It's Lucas Smythe in his own box, making a difference. Mako looked to have been, Muller looked to have been taken out whilst Small was getting the ball, but referee not interested. Play continues for the time being. Jerdane switches play up. Headley, Niankuru on the opposite side. Dummy run. Sitch Luna thought about playing it over the top to Smythe, but Lane cut that one off before he could even lift his foot off the ground. Williams with the little show and go. Menem has got space. Goes low. Smythe deflected away, and it's going to be a goal kick. Cassidy cleared it straight into the stomach of Smythe, and it's a goal kick for Ryan Wood now. I think both sides probably feel unlucky to not have found the back of the net one more time if the score is to remain 1-0 heading into the halftime break. Update across the grounds. Wollongong Wolves up 1-0 against St. George City. 17 minutes to go there in the first half. Bit of halftime viewing if you wish. Whilst we have a short stoppage here in a couple moments. Free kick for the Mariners. Could be their last chance of the game, and it's Frangi's copped another head knock. He copped one earlier in the game as well. Anthony Frangi. Wonder if that might play into Luke Castley's halftime adjustments. Frangi scores plenty of goals with that head of his. Wouldn't want to be copping too many more knocks like that, otherwise his night might be over a bit prematurely. Menham, long touch to get past Kelshaw, and another goal kick for Hills United. Bullet from Wood. Kelshaw does well to keep it in, but inadvertently straight into the path of the Mariners. Menham to Headley. Headley plays it right back to him. That's a great ball. Kelshaw's made plenty of ground to cover for Jin, who pretty strong challenge on Menham. Keep the ball, the Mariners will. Vitsakovic has overruled his linesman. Mariners aren't happy with it, but Hills will be pretty joyed with that. Getting the ball back. Frangi first time, slices it, probably not the way he wanted it to go. Staying out wide to Paragili. Rogali, apologies. Sitch Luna. Finds Headley. Work to do if he wants to get one in the middle here. Headley at the edge of the box. It's Luna. Offside is the final call, and Nikolai Muller will be thinking, why didn't you call that a couple seconds ago? Because he had to cop a pretty serious ding from the ball there. He'll jog it off. He'll be fine. He's a tough cookie at the centre of the park for Hills United. Him and Tommy Mako formed a great partnership, forming great partnership this year anyway. Both players missing it immediately off the goal kick, and Kubu straight back to it. Frangi's in the middle. It's a good challenge from Parker Williams. Does the referee agree? Yes, he does. Bit of a dramatic point to the corner there. He thought about it for a while, Vitsakovic. Wonder what was going through his head there. Corner free kick, but he's going for the corner anyway. And Byron Jin will take what will seemingly be, could be the last kick of the first half of action here. Hills United 1-0. Thanks to Cam Philp in the 9th minute. Anxious wait on this cross. Frangi with a dummy at the front stick. It's gone all the way back, and that's a nasty collision in midair. Looks like both players are pretty fine though. I think it might have been Lane who copped that one as he sprints back to left back. That was Potofsky. Does well to cover back and get back in his position, and just playing it out like nothing happened. Jin making good ground as well. Got to give him credit there. Potofsky. Long ball. Kelshaw tries to get it. Menham headed it away and sneakily pushed Kelshaw to the ground. He's a bit ginger getting up, but he'll have 15 minutes to rest. Ball thrown away there by the Mariners on the other side of the fence. One of those small things. Little mental mind games from the young Mariners side anyway. try to stomp on that one, but Cassidy's there to clean it up. He'll have to clean up his own mess after giving that one away. Vitsakovic looks at his watch, and that's all she wrote for the first half. Hills United leading the Central Coast Mariners 1-0. Thrilling first half, plenty of chances on either side. Join us back here on the Football New South Wales YouTube page in about 15 minutes' time. So we go for the final 45 minutes in this crucial matchup in the race for survival here in the NPL New South Wales men's competition. Feel free to check out the Wollongong Wolves and St George City clash in the time being, but join us back here in about 15 minutes for the second half of action. Welcome back to the London Stadium. Final 45 minutes of action here. Round 18, Saturday night. Cold Saturday night, I will add. Here in the NPL New South Wales men's competition. Hills United leading the Central Coast Mariners 1-0. And second half just about to get underway. Both sides unchanged. Surprisingly, no substitutions made. Central Coast, obviously, as the A-League Academy sides, often forced into changes, which we probably will see quite a few due to minute restrictions, but as advertised so far, both sides looked pretty decent in attack when it was unstructured, chaotic football, which is what we love to see. Plenty of counter-attacking and not knowing what's going to happen next. Ball in the middle cleared by Dang, only as far as Frangie, who's occupying the number 10 role tonight. Got Kelshaw on the right and Cam Philp on the left with Uakubu through the middle. See Philp already found the back of the net. He was the reason the sides are separated so far. His effort in the 9th minute. Giving Hills a pretty well-deserved lead to start the first half, but Central Coast fired back throughout the first, as did Hills in all fairness, and pretty unfair for it to be 1-0 so far. Plenty of more goals to come, I expect, if the first half is anything similar than the second. Lane trying to kickstart the action here. Long ball over the top, trying to find Philp. Paragali first to it. Dangerous position here for Hills. Pretty handy having Frangie now in that 10 role, not limiting him to one wing and spread the options out. That's for sure. Duarte's very, very deep. Not in his usual 10 role that he's been occupying so far tonight. Nyankuru, if he can get onto this, he had acres of space to go, but the ball just didn't get the spin, if you will. Just skidded across the synthetic surface here at the London Stadium. Back the way of Hills United. Sure, if you're on the lounge tonight, the heater on, probably watching some NPL action on Football New South Wales YouTube page, you would have been checking out Wollongong Wolves, St George City. That's 1-0 at the half-time. Duarte, long range, caught everyone off guard. And the first chance of the second half goes the way of the Mariners. And it was inches away from not only an equaliser, but what would have been one of these standout goals in 2024. Good on Duarte for having a go there. Great, great effort. Ryan Wood, probably the least suspecting out of everyone here. And he'll sigh a big, big breath of relief there. He's looking to set his team up the other way, but can this surface just, obviously with the cold, the synthetic doesn't pick up as much dew as an authentic surface would, but still a bit zippy. Tell a few slips and stumbles in the first half. Plenty of stoppages from the referee. Obviously 2 yellow cards handed out. Tommy Mako went into the book early in the first half, and then Harry Manham, just before the halftime break, was issued with a yellow card as well. So interesting to keep an eye out on that as this game progresses. Cassidy's almost got a super sub rotation ready to go. Expect all of them. Giovanali, Sunday Honor, Thomas Lopez, and Emlyn Cross, the rest will come on at some stage. Mel Belcardi as well, the number 10. Dang, very heavy touch and real dangerous chance here. Good effort, just over. Muller had options, but probably went the right way. He's definitely in striking distance, couldn't keep the ball down, and Dang and Warshawski having a word to each other. This is exactly what they did last time, almost coughed up possession, and looks like it's going to go the way of Hills again. Frangie wins it back. Muller's through on goal. Muller to make it 2. Sends Warshawski the wrong way, and Hills United have doubled their lead.
Goal for Hills United, scored by number 27, Nikolai Muller. Scores Hills United 2, Central Coast 0.
Central Coast Mariners defence left wondering what went wrong there. They've done it 2 times in a row. First time they got away with it, Muller's chance went over the bar, but second time he's made them pay. Warshawski and Sher Dang with a little 1-2 off the goal kick. First time Dang, his touch was a little bit too heavy and Muller let them off the hook that time, but not this time. Just a short ball and Hills have been pressing all game. Just a bit of the inexperience being shown there by the Mariners, and they now find themselves 2 goals down. Just a matter of minutes into this second half. Unlikely goal scorer, Nikolai Muller. Deserved goal for Hills United, you got to say, but the manner of which they conceded at the Central Coast Mariners, they'll be filthy at themselves. Can they conjure up something now, though? Duarte's had their best effort of the game so far. Pulling the strings alongside Sichluna. Nyankuru, first time across the face. Almost forced to Duarte. Cassidy quickly get into that one. And the goal scorer, Muller, starts something up here for Hills. Phillips got room to go. He was calling for it, but Akubu, the man they go to. Long ball over the top. Kelshaw trying to turn Williams. Almost got to it, but Parker Williams getting the better of his senior there. And now Central Coast the other way. What a red-hot start to this second half. Flying, both sides absolutely flying with the ball. Hope they don't die off. We hope to keep this sort of intensity up for the next 40 minutes. Smythe tried to turn Mako. Muller's done well to capitalise on the long touch. Philp now. One-on-one with Paragali. Trying to cut it back into Mako and coughs it up, and Central Coast now. Back and forth. It's probably been about the 4th time that it's happened. Just back and forth, back and forth. Over the top. Nyankuru. Can he get past Petovsky? Flicks it away, and Mako can't get it past Philp. And Paragali does well there to force Lane to give him a throw-in. Can hardly keep up with the action here in the last couple of minutes. This is where both sides have been thriving, though, so if we keep this up, we're bound to see more goals. Williams. Small. Back to Williams. Jordan Small, he's turned Frangie inside out, and Paragali shifts it out wide to Nyankuru. He's cut in a few times. He's looked dangerous on his left. A little spin, only as far as Frangie, and now Hills with plenty of options forward, and Kelshaw's touch. It's deflected by the way of Parker Williams, and inadvertently or not, Central Coast will get the ball back. See if they can hold it. They don't. Muller. I might be contradicting myself a little bit, but you might think that the best option could be just for one of these sides to reset and build something. If Kelshaw can get onto this first time, Dang does really, really well, almost around the back, wraps his legs around him and clears it, but the whole situation is still going on for Hills. Possession coughed up. Duarte made a great run forward, but unable to get it there. Luna. It's cleared away by Petovsky. Just take a breath now. Calm down. Both sides are raring for a goal, and it's pretty obvious to see why. This game means so much for both teams' chances of survival in 2024. You wouldn't say a win here would all guarantee Hills' survival, but a 10-point buffer on that guaranteed relegation spot would be pretty handy for them to have. A lot of midweek fixtures coming up. Long ball in. Niankuru is at the back stick. Gets it across. Smythe, bit flat-footed there. Couldn't get onto it. Duarte there as well, but Niankuru has been fantastic for the Central Coast today. Always willing to show his pace, but his first touch has been exceptional, and he's done that a couple times. Just long ball over the top. They know they can use his pace when he's going into space. Hope to see him stay on for a little bit longer. I hope he doesn't pull the trigger on the sideline and take him off. Kelshaw didn't really have the options, and it's a good win in the end there by Jordan Small. He's done really well to get past Kelshaw again there, and ends up being fouled by the Hills United skipper. Cassidy was there for backup as well. Sprints back to his centre half position. Free kick taken quickly, and Paragali with a chance to bring it forward, get something going for the visitors. Trying to walk away and make the long trick back up the coast with at least a point. How crucial that would be for them. Sharsky now. Hills not putting as much pressure as they did in the first half. I think acutely aware of fatigue possibly playing a part, especially those fresh young legs that are set to come on for the Mariners. Niankuru heads it forward towards Paragali. On the ground, Lucas Smythe. One touch too many, and it's going to be a goal kick for Hills United. Another get out of jail free card there. Lucas Smythe in a bit of unfamiliar territory. Central Coast going to the bench just 15 minutes into the second half. Harry Menham's going to make way. Put in a good shift on the left side of the defence there. But I think that yellow card probably playing into, factor into that substitution. And two substitutions being made there. So Arthur De Lima will come on, and it's replaced Nick Duarte. And the second substitution, a bit unknown for the time being. We'll get that to you as soon as we know. Central Coast seemed to fielded a magical player, if you will. Dang's header. Headed it away, but very close to making it to Camp Philp. Niankuru inadvertently takes out Philp, and it's going to be a free kick the way of the Mariners. So Amponza Antwi comes on at left back, whilst Arthur De Lima places Nick Duarte to the action already. It was Lucas Smythe there. Really well done by Mako to get it away there. Akubu to Kelshaw. Can Akubu get onto this? If he is, he's through on goal, but great stop there by Parker Williams.
squad.
Now, Nankuru. It wasn't an effort at goal, it looked like, and Smythe was probably the option, but someone as big and as much of an aerial threat as Lucas Smythe possesses to be, you'd probably think an over-the-top option's the better one there. Nankuru with his first real mistake of the game after having one of the better games of his 2024 season. Kelshaw enters into the action straight away, and he might go into the referee's book. It wasn't a last-man challenge, but just minutes after being subbed on, Antwi gets a yellow card. Didn't look like a reckless challenge, more just a bit of a... Might have caught the legs while they were both running, but regardless, he's in the book already, and after replacing Harry Menham, who came off essentially for having a yellow card, he's gotten himself a yellow card there, Antwi. More importantly, Frangie stepping over this one. Could go for goal from this distance. It's a bit of a tight angle, but we've definitely seen stranger things happen. Frangie all alone. Denny Frangie for Hills United was trying to pick out Casserly, but he was jammed in a sandwich of Central Coast Mariners defenders. Ball back through, falls to Akubu, who's got a great touch, holds on to it. But even better job there from Headley to spark something for the Mariners. Ball's gone out though, and Hills will get it back. And it looks like Luke Casserly going to make a double substitution of his own. Uakubu looking like he's going to make way. To Uakubu and Anthony Frangie coming off, and Belcardi and Tommy Lopez. Will replace them two. Bit of fresh legs in the center of the Hills attack.
Coming onto the field, number 10, Jamal Belcardi, and number 20, Thomas Lopez. Coming off the field,
can they make an instant impact here? Ball over the top. Philp can't get onto it, and Paragali tried to clear it, sliced it, and it's out for a corner. Third one of the night for Hills United. And we just got to say to Luke Casserly, thank you on behalf of the media team, because when coaches make substitutions, they usually go, all right, you go here, you're going to go there, someone else is going in, keepers being changed. So thank you, Luke Casserly, because he's gone straight switch, 2 players on, striker for striker, 10 for 10. Thank you. Thank you very much, Luke. Let's keep that trend going. Jin's ball, it's in the middle, almost picked out Lopez there at the back, but it's another great clearance. The Mariners have been very, very good at diffusing these set pieces so far. Credit to them, because this Hills aerial threats very, 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 been very, very prominent this game. Lane lines up the big throw. Dang's first to it, beats Lopez, and the Mariners, sensing a bit of a threat in attack, had just about everyone back and unable to spark a counter-attack. And Hills will look to do the same the other way. Paragali says not today. Nyankuru, nice flick on. De Lima tries to find his winger, and Pekovsky does enough. Did he get it out for a goal kick? Yes, he did. Ryan Wood sensing the opportunity to just give his team a bit of a rest, bit of a breather, and reset things, especially with Lopez and Belcardi on the pitch now. Give them a bit more time to adjust, get their footing. It's always tough coming on in these conditions of really cold, and you can warm up as much as you want, but Going out there against players their bodies have acclimatized to the conditions, their muscles are nice and warm. It's always a bit difficult in the opening stages of that. Antwi back to Parker Williams. They are just being suffocated by Hills United trying to come out of their own end. Mako again gets the better of him. He's had a great day in the middle of the park, Tommy Mako. As is this man, Nikolai Muller, the second goal scorer for Hills United. Kelshaw over the top. Belcardi's first touch. Trying to find, it was Lane. Apologies, Jin out on the right and he's offside. A wasted chance for Hills United, and you sense there could be another goal coming. They're looking really, really good now. Everything's clicking for them. It's pressing. It's had plenty of effect against the Mariners' defence. Just can't seem to break them down in this second half. Nyankuru, he's had plenty of success throughout the game. Look to cut it onto his left. Lucas Smythe now has a go. Lucas Smythe, it was a good shot in the end. Might have taken a little deflection off Casserly, which helped Ryan Wood. Went straight to him. But just a warning strike from the Mariners. Antwi's clearance sliced again. I think Kelshaw might have been offside. So lucky for the time being, but the Mariners will play through it. Luna. Out wide now, and look at the pace. Surely a foul there, and it is. Ivica agreeing with me up here in the box. Tay Headley is trying to show up his right winger, Nyankuru, saying, you got pace, I'll show you pace. But the Mariners with the free kick here, and Hills, pretty vital 2-goal breathing room for the time being. Everyone's back. Aerial threats are many for Central Coast. It's a long, long ball. Might be a little bit too long, but Deng gets it back in the middle. Deflected away, and it's going to be a corner for the Mariners. An interesting ball was from Paragali. Looping ball. I don't know how sure Deng got ahead on that before it went out, but Hills United defence were watching it, were able to position themselves perfectly for that header back into the box, and third corner of the game for the Mariners. Another looping cross. Deng's onto this one. Ryan Wood made it look easy, but it was anything but that. That could have gone absolutely anywhere, and Wood keeping his composure. The ball luckily goes straight into his reach, and Hills keep a clean sheet for the time being. Kelshaw reverting to the centre for the time being. Muller's got 4 options forward. Was going to go for the long cross, but found Belcardi anyway, and Belcardi trying to find Lane. Lane wanted it to go forward. Belcardi's playing it safe and back. Philp looking for a 1-2 with Lane. Lane's gone down, but a foul the other way, and the Mariners bailed out there. Good work from Paragali to not necessarily bait Lane into that one, but using the momentum of his body to almost force his weight into his, and referee had no other choice but to call the foul there. Paragali trying to play it over the top, but Ryan Wood will defuse this one as Luke Casserly empties the bench again to go warm up. So still got Sunday Yona and Wade Giovanali. You'd expect both of them to come on. Emlyn Cross as well if you want. KR, Dennis, one of the newer faces on the bench as well. Goal kick now for the Mariners. Should have resumption of play at the second half for the St. George City Wollongong Wolves clash. Do 60th minute there, still 1-0. So the Wolves, in true round 18 spirit, pulling off call it an upset? Do you make your mind up about that? Definitely not an upset here, though. Hills needed a win, and they're staring down the barrel of 3 points at the moment. A third goal would all but seal 3 points, and it would only be right for Hills. Been the better of the two sides so far. Probably unlucky to not have found another goal, as have the Mariners, in all fairness. Paragali goes down. Philp will concede the foul, and another free kick the way of the Mariners. Headley to Antwi, apologies. Yankuru. Headley came in from the wing and in the centre, caught a bit out of position. Now a chance to counter-attack for Hills United. Belcardi to Kelshaw. Kelshaw's got Gin if he wants. He goes for that option. Try to play the short one through to Belcardi, and Parker Williams intercepts. And there's a nice little gap through the middle there for DeLima. Lucas Smythe. They've got numbers here. Smythe could go himself. Lucas Smythe caught up there. Gets away from the defender. Smythe has it. Dug into it. Probably got more of the surface than the ball, and that ball is almost into the next suburb. Lucas Smythe really struggled to get in the right positioning so far, and he's looked much, much better in the second half. Another unfortunate end to a counter-attacking chance there for the Mariners. Just back and forth. Mariners go on to counter-attack. Hills will go on one. Back and forth, back and forth. Someone will lose it in defence. And a topsy-turvy game so far. Wouldn't really expect much more from these two sides. Always plenty of action when either of these two sides. Doesn't matter who they play. You just look at the last five for Hills United. Obviously went down to the Western Sydney Wanderers last week 2-0. Week before that, beating Sydney Olympic 2-1, and then 2-0 loss to Blacktown City here in the derby. They hosted Blacktown City. And a 2-1 loss to RPA Leichhardt, and then a 4-0 loss to Marconi, where Uakubu was sent off in the 40th minute, and it looks pretty good up until that point, and kind of domino effect from there. They just weren't able to handle the being a man down. As you look at the last five for the Mariners, obviously the 3-3 draw with St. George FC, and then just a slight 1-0 loss prior to that, and Lima had a chance to work his way onto the back of that. Woods under plenty of pressure, but sends it out wide and gives himself a chance to regroup. Jin keeps it in well for Kelshaw. That's an even better touch. 1-2 play there, but it's out. That's a disappointing end. That was really, really building up to something special. Credit where credit's due to the Mariners. They've had a really, really tough last five. I mean, Sydney United, Rockdale Linden, only going down by 1 goal in either of those two games. And then a 5-1 loss to the Wollongong Wolves. A bit of an anomaly there in that last five. And then the 3-2 win against the Sutherland Sharks. Foul looking to be called there. And linesman, the referee, a bit of help there. Hills United looked good from the corners so far, and it's going to be a bit closer to that corner flag. Great, great chance for a third goal here. And third would be the final nail in the coffin for the Mariners. Every point so crucial. You don't want to look back around 28 or 27 and be thinking, what if? Happened last year. Ask the two sides that went down. Dangerous ball into the middle, but Warshawski first to it. Not many options forward, though, for the Mariners. It's really, really assessing the risk-reward potential for the Mariners. I mean, could push a few players forward, but they've done pretty well, you got to say, in the second portion of this last 45 minutes to hold off the counter-attacks for the time being, and they're finding success in attack a lot more often than they did in the first. Lucas Smythe almost gets onto this, trying to get it past Ryan Wood. It was Casserly. He had a great battle with Smythe there. It looked like the final touch was off Casserly. It's going to be a corner the way of the Mariners. This game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Paragali, we've seen what he can do from the set pieces so far. Can he whip up something special here? Looping ball into the middle, trying to find Smythe. It's a great header away. And Philp, first onto it. Did well to initiate this. They even better stop there. Central Coast with another chance now. Just playing it back, playing it safe. Small. Paragali. Can he get past Philp? Philp might have taken him down. Is the referee going to go into his pocket for this one? Doesn't look like it was pretty unintentional. Both sides are okay with it, although Paragali a little bit ginger. Getting up from that one. Sitch Luna practicing his juggling skills before he takes this one. Gun went off a little bit too early there, the Central Coast Mariners captain. It's a good cross. It's an even better header. I think Ryan Wood would have been beaten there. It's a fantastic header in the end, even better cross. And the Mariners firing a few more strikes. This 2-0 lead isn't as safe as it once looked for the hosts. Another substitution here, double substitution for the Mariners. So Nyankuru, who is arguably best on field for the Mariners, makes way, as does Tay Headley, so it's going to be a winger for winger. Number 17, Ethan DeBono, will take his spot on the right.
Number 16, Prayat Thapa, and number 17, Ethan DeBono, replacing number 11, Donatin Nyankuru.
And Thapa will take Headley's spot on the left. So let's see if that substitution can work magic for the Mariners. They've worked plenty of magic in their time in this competition. Can they do it again? Mako, he's got 4 Mariners around him, and he was always going to lose that battle, unfortunately. Smythe now through. It's a great challenge from Casserly. And Mako over the top. Philps offside. Looked good for the time, but linesman had a better view of it than we did. Trust the call there. So just one more sub to use for the Mariners. He'll still with 3 to go, if they wish. DeBono. Bit of a welcome to the game there for Jordan Lane. And a little rib tickler as his introduction into this clash. Sluna. Antwi. Low driven. Smythe was there, but Casserly again. Hasn't he been good in the second half? 2 centre halves. It's been a tale of 2 halves of them, really. Potofsky had a fantastic first half, while Casserly didn't really have much to do. Whereas in this second half, it's been all one-way traffic down his side, but he's handled it like an absolute pro. Really making that position his own. An even better result there for Hills. Goal kick. 10 minutes to go as every second ticks away. It's obviously leaning in the favour of Hills United. His jumpers going flying on the bench. for Hills United. Looks like it's possibly Giovanali gonna come on. And you wouldn't blame Luke Cassidy for giving one of Muller or Mako a rest. They've had an absolute field day in the middle of the park. Kelshaw. Great win there by Belcardi. In to Lopez. Lopez does well to keep it, and it's Gin now. Picked out by Parker Williams. And a throw for Hills United. Probably make a sub at the next available chance. Ball over the top. Lopez's header. Kelshaw's offside, and they've struggled a little bit with that in the second half, Hills United. So it's going to be Kaya Akdenis coming on, and Wade Giovanali as well. Luke Cassidy's go-to on the bench, Wade. Wonder if a goal here will change any of that. Can the Mariners conjure up something here? Ball through, Smythe. His touch is a little bit heavy, and Mako again. That's got to be his third interception in the last 10 minutes. He's having an absolute blinder out there, Tommy Mako. Does his man out the right and just sends it forward. Get onto this, it's a good chance, but Parker Williams again. He's had a really good game. Playing the ball out from his own end and diffusing situations like that. Referee's going to play advantage, look to blow the foul, but Central Coast have numbers, as do Hills United though. DeLima. Out wide, Smythe's in the middle if he wants it. Fakes it once, goes on his right. Ryan Wood had to work for it, but it didn't really danger him or the goal in the end. And the substitution being made now, Hills United. Zarek makes a good point here. Substitution being made, but no one wants to come off. Fair enough, 9 minutes to go. I mean, unless the ref tells you to hurry up, the players are well within their right to do so. And Nikolai Muller gingerly jogs off, as does Glenn Kelshaw.
For Hills United, coming onto the field, number 7, Wade Giovanali, number 49, Kaya Akdenis.
So the skipper, Glenn Kelshaw, comes off, and Akdenis, apologies.
27, Nikolai Muller.
Will occupy his spot on the right. It's Wade Giovanelli, the workhorse in the middle of the park. I'll make you a bet he won't stop running for the next 8.5 minutes. I promise you that. This man does not stop in the middle of the park for Hills United. And they haven't stopped their persistence for a third goal. Ref says corner, so does the linesman. Hills get their fourth of the game. It's Jordan Lane, possibly the slowest run ever to a corner flag right now. Tensely waiting for this one to come in from Lane. It's in a really threatening area. Goes out to Giovanali, who's got the captain's armband. That might be a first time ever. Great clearance there in the end from the fresh substitute, Akdenis. I don't know, we'd have to go deep through the history books, but how many times has a player coming on got the armband? Very rare. Hills United making history, you'd say, tonight. At least it's got to be the first time in the 2024 season. He's an experienced, player in this camp, but just don't see it every day. Back to the action now. We'll get back to that a bit later. Small. Belcardi put plenty of pressure on him there, and Giovanali's almost playing as a pressing striker, and then you'd assume will naturally revert into the centre of the park as more of a box-to-box midfielder. Might just be giving Tommy Lopez a bit of a rest. Paragali trying to play it through to DeBono. Loses possession, and Lane picks it right back up. Giovanali with Dang, try to get it through the legs, apologies. Didn't work out for him there. Neither did that throw, and Mako leaves it for Petovsky to clear. Small. Really well to get around a few of them there. Sichluna to Smythe. Antwi now has got space to go forward if he wants. Sichluna. Ooh, Maradona pass, if you don't mind. Good chance here if they could get to it. What a save by Ryan Wood. The Hills United shot stopper does it again. And if they keep a clean sheet, he's going to be absolutely buzzing with that. He's had a cracking game. It's a foul away of Hills United. That's how quickly the game can change. It was Arthur DeLima threw on goal. Didn't really have any time. You know, couldn't do much more than just a quick toe poke through, and Ryan Wood, big body presence there, straight to the chest and out. And he'll clean this one up for Luke Castley's side. Long ball from Wood, try to pick out Giovanali. Now the Mariners the other way, coughing up possession though. And although the fresh legs of DeLima, he's actually put Wood under a decent amount of pressure there, almost forcing him into a mistake. Luckily for Hills, they'll get the ball back here. Just 4 minutes to go here. Hills looking to hang on to 3 points, 3 crucial points, which would put them in 14th position on the ladder, tied for the time being with the Northwest Sydney Spirit, who got a stunning 1-0 win over the Marconi Stallions at the Arctic Circle, also known as Christie Park. That just puts them within reaching distance of the top 10, and once you start getting into the St. George's and the Manleys of the world, you can feel a bit more safer in this competition. As does Ryan Wood. Ryan Wood, how safe would he feel? He's got Petovsky and Casserly in front of him. He's had a lot to do, in all fairness, Wood, but geez, his night would have been a lot harder if he didn't have those two in front of him. They've had a great game, the centre-half pair in there for Luke Casserly. So as things stand, the Mariners would remain in 16th, 3 points behind Sydney FC, whilst the Sutherland Sharks sit pretty in 14th. 5 points clear of the Mariners if they were to walk away from the London Stadium with no points, but they've still got a chance here. There's plenty of time left. Long ball through, Giovanali trying to get past. Does for the time being, but he's met by 4 or 5 more Mariners defenders. We don't encourage getting the ball in the corner and holding it, but if that's what you got to do for a win, sometimes you just got to do it. Long throw, and Giovanali trying to hold it up. Don't go to the corner. Don't think it's going to work out well for them if they go there. Doesn't tend to. It always ends up in a foul or a counter-attacking chance for the other team. Long ball over the top. It's sniffed out, but only as far as Giovanali. Again, he's been absolutely everywhere since coming on. The skipper for the time being for Hills United. Ball across the deck. Lane's first to it. Paragali beats it, but he pumps it right back into Lane. He's got plenty of numbers in the middle if he wants it. Lopez chests it and sends it over the bar. That would have been it. That would have been 3 points right there. Did really well to get down and chest it and just lofted it, got underneath it. And the Mariners will be counting their blessings. Just under 2 minutes to go, including injury time here. Got to be first to every ball, the Mariners, and they were to that one, but the touch is a little bit too heavy. The experienced Hills outfit, they know. Mako coughs up possession. DeLima tried to take it quick, and Mako, almost like an NBA defender with his arms up in the air, blocking the inbound pass. The Bonos was almost a pass/cross. Doesn't matter in the end. It's going to be a corner for the Mariners. Almost doubled what Hills have been able to get from the corner flag. And they've looked really, really dangerous. They go short, go quick, not wasting any time here. Sich Luna, very, very long ball to the back stick, and Ryan Wood diffuses that one. And that might just be it. Had to happen there for the Mariners. Time is just simply going to run out for them here. Giovanali, almost a mid-air Ronaldo chop. Exceptional bit of skill. Belcardi trying to do his best to get past Parker Williams, who, aside from conceding the 2 goals, has been really, really solid for the Mariners tonight. Doesn't get much easier for Hills. They'll host Sydney United here in 7 days' time, whilst the Mariners will host Sydney FC, their relegation rivals, on Sunday. Another chance goes by the way, straight down to Ryan Wood. Final substitution going to be used here. It's Sunday Honor. He's going to come on for the last moments of this game. Sunday Honor is going to replace Tommy Lopez. He's currently having a chat with the physio. Only just came on. Lopez only lasted about 20-25 minutes. Sub and the sub back off, I wonder if that'll have any future implication for Hills when they face Sydney United here next Saturday night. Substitution being held for the time being. It's good to have Eric in the box with me. He's almost like a co-commentator if you can hear him. Yona has replaced Thomas Lopez. Get a couple minutes to show Luke Casserly what he's all about. Yona, the former MacArthur FC Bulls Academy product. And again, Tommy Mako. First to it. Some game he's having tonight. Be sure to check out the match report from Kian McKenna, making his debut tonight. Great game he's had to call and give his 3-2-1 at the end of the game. Ball's cleared away there. You'd think Mako would be right around at Ryan Wood. He's had a stunning game as well. Got to give credit to maybe one of the Mariners. Parker Williams had a pretty good game. Nikolai Muller, sensational as always. Everyone in this back line for Hills has had a really, really good game. But this one just not meant to be for the Mariners. Pushing forward, and another level of aggression and intensity shown in these final moments. But Hills' defense, again, just coming out on top just about every scenario. And a really, really impressive display from the back four. Dang. Williams with a nice angled ball to Smythe. Smythe, very long touch, and Jordan Lane says, thank you very much, I'll take that. And he'll get a foul while he's at it. Could be the final big play of the game for either side. Long ball cleared away, but only as far as Giovanali. He's almost toe pokes it to Lane. Lane trying to find Yono on the left. Go out for a goal kick. That could be all she wrote. Plenty of action still to come tomorrow. We've got 6 games in the NPL Women's New South Wales competition. Plenty to choose from. Games kicking off from 4 to 4:30, 4:45, and 3 games at 5 o'clock. And we've got the double header, the men's as well. On clearance away as wasn't Giovanali, it was Dennis, the youngster coming on in the number 49 jersey. Small, looking to ignite something. One last chance, you'd say. DeBono trying to play it back to his skipper, but look who it is again. It's Tommy Mako. Mariners attackers might be having nightmares of Thomas Mako as they go to bed tonight. He's been everywhere. Dennis is the one fouled there. Referee calls it. Nearing 5 minutes of injury time now. The only person who'll be enjoying this probably Sunday Yono. Getting a bit of an extended stint as to what he thought he'd get. Wood launches it. Ivica looks at his watch. He's not going to go yet. Can the Mariners get something here from the final attack of the game? Giovanali gets past one. Plays it across the ball. Sunday Yono. Almost had it there. And that is full time from the London Stadium. Hills United get a crucial 3 points. Central Coast will remain at the bottom of the ladder for this round at least. It was a goal either side of halftime. In the 9th minute, started the scoring, it was Cam Philp, and it was Nikolai Muller in the 50th minute. Made it 2, second and final goal. Hills United 2, Central Coast Mariners 0 here at the London Stadium. Thank you for watching on the Football New South Wales YouTube page. And catch me tomorrow at Adenza Park, the Sydney United Sports Centre. Sydney United take on old rivals Sydney Olympic at 3 p.m. But until then, I hope you enjoy your night. Tune in to St. George FC and Wollongong Wolves to catch the final moments of that game as well. But thank you for tuning in. We always appreciate the viewers, and we hope you enjoyed this thrilling game of NPL New South Wales men's action.